Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Akuji The Heartless. In the last episode, I believe we went to Stygia and rebuilt the Serpent God statue in order to get our way out, and get all four of the ancestors on the way out. And now it's time to head to Hutama, where we must deal with some shadows if we want to continue our quest. Hutama, Blight. The demons of the shadows must be cast away. All demons fear the light of truth.
It is now clear to me that the Baron's desire to cleanse the underworld of my evil ancestors is not paramount to his aims. He seems to want me to rob the underworld of its teeth as well. But if it will get me to Keisho, I will gladly do it.
And we are now in Hutama. That bush over there, that will keep spawning these bugs. You want to take out... You don't want to deal with the bugs all that much, but if you can take them out, by all means, go ahead and do it. And you also want to cut these ropes as well when you see them, because that will allow you to get to other areas during your quest in this level. And as much as I would like to take the path that I have just created for myself, I'm not going to do that quite yet, because there is an ancestor right here. I want to make sure I get it. Make sure you quickly jump off those fly traps, because they will hurt you if they manage to clap down on you. And if you really wanted to, you could just get soul fragments off those bugs for as long as you wanted. So, we just got ourselves another voodoo doll that's easy to miss. That's fine and dandy. This is where we actually want to go, though. I got this little part confused with the rest of the level. And I do want to get some stuff as I go up. And these blades with the blood coming out of them, you do not want to touch those, because those are super sharp and they will hurt you. New enemy here, these little ape enemies. Using spells against them works very well. Also, they put a big heart here along with the Soul Seeker in case you took a lot of damage from that enemy. I believe that heart, if it's not a full refill, it's a pretty good refill.
Captivity Strike.
You can also get Captivity Strike right here, but I recommend that you take care of the ape enemy that is here first. Now, if we approach this thing, we're going to get hurt. Instead, we want to go up here. That way we can take care of that thing that is blocking our path, which is indeed one of the shadows that Baron Samedi warned us about. We need to make our way up here. Get whatever we can. And we want to cut this rope, because this will lower down some torches, which will drive this shadow away. Now that we have that taken care of, and I believe the first of four ancestors, we can... Oh wait, no we don't. Not yet. We want to take care of him first. There we go. Lost a bit of health though, but... Well, we'll have plenty of opportunities to get health refills as we go through here. There is a bug spawning mound. I want to make sure I take care of those before I do anything else. And let's go ahead and save our progress, because again, I'm not promising a no death run. And let's go over here. Wait for this thing to stop shooting. Avoid its shots however you can. And then take this thing down so you never have to deal with it ever again. Now, there are some things we can do. We can go up there for a health refill. And we can get that, also go over there for the or is this to the ancestor? No, this is just to a voodoo doll. The leaf leads to the ancestor and the rest of the stage. But I do want to go down a little bit, because this is how we're going to find things. If you see any big holes in the wall, stay away from those, like this one, because that is where more bugs are going to spawn from. Not necessarily a fun time will be had with those. You will definitely not have a fun time with those, I should say. Do want to look around. I know there's not much, but I want to get what I can, and therefore give myself an easier time through this area. It's a good thing we did all this, because we have a few more magic spells that we can use. And with that, we should be able to get on the leaves. Be sure to hold X on the way down and let go when you land. That way you can make higher jumps. Also, we have the rapid fire shot. Now all we have to do is just take this thing. We can just walk up to it. We don't need to jump to it at all. And we have the second to 4 ancestors. We now have this taken care of. Now we need to do things. Such as take care of this bug mound. And hit this. That's ultimately what we want to do here. I just wanted to make sure I took care of everything else first. And pausing to confirm, 2 wardens. Good. And we're not going there yet. We'll be able to get there eventually. That little area above us that I just saw. And there is... Uh-oh. Well, I have Captivity Strike. Maybe I can use that. Lost a little bit of health, but that's okay. Let us make our way up this staircase that we've created for ourselves. And we're going to wait for this thing to stop firing and destroy it with our melee attack. You can easily destroy it with 1 fireball as well, but it does stop firing eventually. And you can take it out that way. Now, we need to go up here and get ourselves some voodoo dolls. I need to be careful as I go places here. And there is some more Captivity Strike, I think. Nope. That gave us more a Soul Seeker. I got my colors confused. Every spell has its own color and little special effects, so you can tell if something is Shield of Blood or Soul Seeker or what have you. And I need to take care of this thing. And get this. Full health refill. As I've said before, plenty of times to refill your health there. And I do want to strike this because that will give us a way to get up that platform. Now. Uh-oh. There's 2 of you now. And that's not hitting you at all. I never used Soul Seeker at all in the practice run, so I might as well use it against these guys. How about? And let's make sure that we hit this and get whatever's inside. So we got more fireballs, we got more of the rapid fire shot, I do believe. And before I do this, do I want to... Oh yeah, I do want to go down here because I think there's a voodoo doll or 2 down here where this is. And maybe some other things. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't think there is. It was worth a checking though. It was worth looking down here, and I do not want to fall down there. There is a bottomless pit all around this level. And now, we have a seesaw. Let us use the seesaw to get over here. Just like all the other seesaw things, we do have to use that. We do have to go back and forth to use it. And I don't think there's anything here. There shouldn't be. There isn't. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure I look all around when I do anything in any place I haven't been to before. This is especially true here. And you eventually want to go up here. Make sure you leap off the Venus flytrap there. Get the health and the voodoo doll. And then hit this rope to get this to come down. Now, we need to make our way to this wooden platform. We're going to strike this and get this platform to show up. Want to be careful here. We're going to need the Venus flytrap to get over here. And we have another leaf platform. Now, I want the camera to be closer to me when I make this jump. Yeah, that jump is hard to make if you don't have the camera close to you. And I thought I was not going to make that. Thankfully I did. You want to go to this little narrow edge here. And you want to jump to this edge and grab. And I want to make sure that I use the fireballs to take care of all this stuff here. It's a good thing I did this, because this is where you're going to find the third ancestor in a pot. Okay. And we leap down here because had we taken the first wooden platform to its natural conclusion, we would have ended up here anyway. Like, no joke. This is where it takes you. And before I do anything else, I do want to look around. Doesn't seem like there's much here, so let's go ahead and hit this rope. Oh, by the way, that chain holding that wooden platform together, you can't destroy that. Thought I should make that obvious. And if I can get a little more use of the weird jumping here, I can get up here, hit the continue point, reveal this big heart that I didn't necessarily need. Then again, I was never really hurting for health at any point in the practice run of this level that I did. And from here, we have this. Let's go ahead and destroy that. And before we take the seesaw, we need to go over here for another voodoo doll. And I do want to go down here. Now, if you're not careful, you can fall down, which is something I do not want to do. Oh, it's a good thing I checked down there because, whew. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go there where that rope was a little bit later. I had to look around to make sure that if there was a bottomless pit separating me from that, and the answer is yes. Yes, there was. Whoa, hey, keep your shadow on there, Akuji. I do not feel like dying and redoing things over. If you hit a continue point and you die sometime afterwards, everything you picked up after the continue point, such as voodoo dolls and stuff of that nature, you do have to recollect it. So try not to die. Also, yeah, definitely want to avoid this. Let's make sure our shadow touches that before we do anything else. Okay, I do have 3 wardens. And let's go down here. Alright. Now, I heard a bug show up, but I'm going to get a health extension, so that should probably help me a little bit. I might as well go ahead and get some health stuff or some soul fragments and whatnot in case I need to. And by hitting this rope, we'll be able to take care of this other spawn point that's right here. Bugs won't show up if we drop down to this area. And these things can see us from a good distance, but in case they want to tangle with us, I will gladly do it. And you want to be very careful here. You may have to jump and then twist Akuji around to hit that. But thankfully, we don't have to go there anymore after hitting that rope, because that just adds to one of the platforms. So let's get over here and try not to horribly die. There's a big heart if you need one. Now, this is where you could probably have a hard time. You're supposed to leap over there, but if you turn around and make the seesaw go in the other direction, you can go over here. And whew, that was almost as embarrassing as my first Gex 3 death. Okay. Let's try this again. And this time, let's actually get up there. Okay. Yeah, we're back at the seesaw now. Forgot where I was there for a moment. Let's make sure this thing is a little higher there. There we go. Let's hit that to make sure we don't do that ever again. Now, you may think you want to leap over there. You're supposed to use the seesaw. If you leap to where the torch on the left is from here, you will die, so don't do that. And I almost messed that jump up. I jumped too early, but you know what? So be it. Okay, you are here. And that does not really affect you. It is possible to get these guys to accidentally fall off the edge, but I don't want to do that because I always want soul fragments whenever possible. Like right here. And once you take care of him... Oh. We need to actually hit this with a spell. Because if you try to like jump onto this platform and strike it with our melee weapon, we get knocked off and we don't hit the pot and break it for the voodoo doll like we should. So let's do that instead. And then let's climb up this ladder. Now, once you jump to this saber bush, I guess I'll call it, you want to be very careful. You may have, yeah, you're going to have to twist Akuji around for that one in midair. But if you can do it, and you can grab on, you can get the fourth and final ancestor. Just be careful with the jumps. You should be okay. That last ancestor and how to get to it tripped me up a little bit. I actually had to use YouTube for that one. And yeah, if you look around near the saber blades with the blood gushing out of them, sometimes you'll see textures. You'll see corpse in the blood textures near them, or bones or something telling you, hey, don't touch this. And I tried to hit that. It didn't work. This will. That only did 1 hit of damage. So you would need 6 after all. That's embarrassing. Well, that'll take care of it nonetheless, because I have no place to hide from there. And over there is a lowest stone, and over there is another shadow blocking our path. In order to get rid of the shadow this time, we need a lowest stone. And I do want to look around for more voodoo dolls. And we need to go up this elevator. Now, we will need to be careful as we go across these wooden platforms. I said we need to be careful, not jump into walls and nearly kill ourselves. Alright. Once you jump backwards off that ladder, jump straight up when you're under this platform, you'll be able to shimmy your way across. Once you make it to the end and Akuji can't move anymore, that's when you press X to get off. And from here, we have the lowest stone. There is nothing else here, so let's go ahead and go down with this platform and hopefully get the voodoo doll. Once we place the lowest stone, we will be at the exit. And this torch will drop down to drive this shadow away, so we can get out of here. Pausing to confirm, we do have 4 of the ancestors for the warden. I'm going to get rid of you with the captivity strike. You two are getting horribly destroyed, and you two fell to your death, but I still managed to get the soul fragments that you guys left regardless. And besides, it's not like I'm going to be able to take these spells with me to the other side anyway. Speaking of other side, there's nothing behind here, thankfully. So we can just do this. And we have 28 ancestors. Let's go ahead and save. Overwrite. Yes.
Okal, the warden of the second vestibule, must fall before you can progress to the third vestibule. I've opened the portal to his lair.
Whatever you say, Baron. Well, we have now beaten all of the levels in the second vestibule, and now we have our second warden to take care of. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on Okal and then journey into the third vestibule. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!